Howdy, howdy, howdy. This is Anita Hales with another episode for you. And today we're going to talk about some tips to make pro-looking videos with your phone. I found out these things from somebody else today, and I thought I'd share them with you. So, looking great on YouTube, knowing just a few little things can make a difference between keeping your audience and losing them altogether. People ask about what resolution you should have on your camera. Many cameras have higher resolution than this. The resolution should be about 1920 by 1080, and high definition should be sufficient. Don't go crazy and get super high definition. You don't need that for YouTube videos. So just set your resolution at 1920 by 180 or 1080. And another really important trick is to use the back camera so that you can turn your camera horizontally or landscape style. You don't want it vertical because then you get two black bars on either side of your image and it just doesn't look really good. You don't want it to look like a selfie. So use the landscape, turn your camera sideways so that you get it landscape, and use the back camera, because back cameras on cell phones usually have higher resolution and they usually have more features as well. And one little thing that's just a little thing, but it's really important to remember: clean the lens before shooting your video. You pick up your phone all the time, stick it in your pocket, and gets all kinds of fingerprints and gooey stuff all over it. So be sure to clean the lens of your camera. Get one of those glasses cleaners and clean the lens of your camera with a soft cloth and maybe some lens cleaner before you start your video. And natural light is best. If you can set it up so that you have natural light coming in a window, or even doing it outside, natural light is the best to give you the good skin color and all that. LED light is the next best. The old-fashioned light bulbs, the incandescent light bulbs, give kind of a yellowish tint, and that might be good for depending on what you're doing. But if you can get some LED lights, they give off a more broader spectrum light, so that it's more like natural light. And you can get these little ring lights that fit right on your cell phone or near your cell phone, that can put some light directly on your face so that your skin looks bright and people are focused on your face rather than the wall behind you. And speaking of the wall behind you, have a clean, simple background, and don't let the background detract from your message. You don't want a pile of laundry or a bed or refrigerator or different things in the background. I watched a video once and they had somebody dancing in the background, and you could hear the music and see this person dancing in another room while the person was making their video, and it was extremely distracting. So make sure that you're in a nice quiet place where you can shut the door and have no distractions, and make sure that the stuff behind you is clean and simple. And always use a phone holder. Don't try to hold the phone with your hand, because no matter how steady your hand is, you're going to shake around a little bit. You can't help it. You breathe, and it's just, we are people that are constantly in motion. So you can get a professional phone holder stand, or you can prop it up on some rocks. You can make a little holder out of cardboard. There are dozens of ways. Use a pillow, whatever, but just make sure that your phone is propped up securely. You don't want it to fall over while you're making your video either. So don't let motion detract from your message. You don't want to be moving around. I've seen people too take videos while they're walking. holding their phone walking. I find that really distracting. Maybe you like doing that, but I find that really distracting. So stand still. Don't hold your phone. Prop it up somewhere. And make sure that it's okay if you're moving, but don't let your phone move around, okay? And a couple bonus audio tips. The sound is more important than the video. Make sure that your sound is something understandable. You can have a really crummy video image. It can be blurry and shaky and everything, but if the person can understand what you're saying, they'll stick around and watch the rest of your video. Don't be in an echo chamber. A lot of times you'll hear people that sound like they're in a big empty room. You can use some blankets or rugs or a bookshelf full of books that will help dampen the echo in a room. And also using a really good microphone helps that, which brings us to the next thing. Be close to your phone mic. Be as close as you can to your phone, without sticking your face on your camera. But you don't want to sound like you're across the room. You know, if you're more than a couple feet away from your phone, it's not gonna sound as good. But your best bet would be to get an inexpensive external clip-on mic. And you can get those. I ordered one from Amazon for $18. You can get more expensive ones, but you really don't need that. You just need a simple mic. Make sure that it has the right plug for your phone. I bought one time, and my phone doesn't have the kind of inlet for that particular microphone. So just make sure that when you order your clip-on mic, that it's made for your phone. And one thing I wanted to say, going back to that, I know on my phone, I have a Samsung phone. I can actually adjust the sound on my phone to pick up from farther away. I'm not sure all phones have that, but my Samsung phone does. iPhones may have that. You might check with your phone and see if it has the ability to zoom the mic in and pick up the sound. And make sure that you speak clearly, slow down, and think about making sure that you are understood. It's called enunciation. And make sure that you're saying all of your words clearly. You don't want to move around like this. And you don't want to talk really fast. You don't want to do that either. Just slow down. Speak your sentences clearly. It helps if you have some notes or write down what you're going to say so that you're understood, because that's the most important thing about your video, right? And I hope this has been helpful to you. Be sure to subscribe. Contact me if you have ideas for content. And check in the description below for my main way of making money online. This is Anita Hales. You have a great day, and be sure to catch my next episode. Bye-bye.